All right, here we are, going for a walk on Sunday again. Now, I did walk twice during the week. I didn't film that. I'm not gonna film that all the time. But I did go for a walk, and I went, probably the same distance both days. Today, I'm gonna go a longer distance. So yeah, so here's my house. So I'm gonna go down to that racetrack, that dinky little racetrack that we got down here. Yeah, I tell you, yesterday's workout, man, it went better than it felt. I felt, man, it's like that, my pin press, when I hit 140 pounds and that second rep, man, my brain just shut down, everything. It was like, fuck you. I'm done. You pushed me all this way. Now I'm done. And that third rep was a bitch, but I got it. What was that, an owl? Better not make any hooting noises. Don't want one of these damn owls coming out and scratching my eyes out. But yeah, yesterday was a pretty damn good workout. I actually feel better today. Now, my Saturdays, I like drinking some beer, so I drank a few beer. But not even near what I used to, man. I used to average a case on a Saturday. But that there, if I drink like 8, that's enough. Now some people are like, well, that there's too much. It's like, I don't care. You got to enjoy it, life somehow. But yeah, so damn damp and cold shit today. I mean, this is April and got this 40-degree, temperatures and damp and rainy and at some point, I mean, I love the cold in the winter. I love it. And we had some good 20-degree fucking weeks, man, where the whole week was like 15 and 20 degrees and shit like that. I love it in the winter, but as it gets closer to the spring and you get all this warm, these warm days, man, it spoils the fuck out of you. And you're like, yeah, I don't feel like it. So, but, got my friggin' jacket on. But yeah, yesterday's, holy shit. Yesterday's workout did go better than I felt. So I'm glad that I got that out of the way. I was thinking of adding a 4th set on my block pulls, but I thought, heck no. I don't want to overdo it the first day back. But, yeah. I mean, Microsoft updates. Updates, I don't know what the fuck. Every damn time you get these updates from Microsoft, it fucks something up in your computer. I have a external hard drive, and this time it pretty much just kicked it right out of my files. I had to, reinstall the damn thing, which wasn't hard. You just unplug it and plug it back in, but friggin' ridiculous. And every time I get an update, I have to reconnect my Wi-Fi. It's like, I don't know. I used to have other problems with my other computer. It would slow it the fuck down, freeze shit, and I wouldn't realize what it is, what was going on until the next thing I know, I see that little, you got to update shit. I'm thinking, okay, that's why I can't my web pages are freezing up, because these idiots are trying to update. It's like, just send me a damn disc through the mail and let me do it. I don't know if that would work. I'm not tech savvy. mailbox is on a friggin' angle. Looks like somebody knocked, yeah, fucking people. I had my damn mailbox knocked down. Came out one time and it was Halloween, and I guess the friggin' Mennonites drove by and threw a fucking pumpkin at my damn mailbox. But I don't have it fastened into the ground. I just put a hole there and put ground around it. That way, you know, if somebody knocks it the fuck down, I can just pick it up and put it right back in the damn hole again. Had a guy, you know, this racetrack here, this is one year in August, fucking came, they drove some, I don't know if it was a all-terrain vehicle. They drove down over my fucking bank, ran over my mailbox, and what I didn't realize is they hit one of the stumps from one of the trees that I cut down. Here's the racetrack. Little dinky ass, you know, shit hole, what it is. But anyway, they ran over one of the stumps, and there was a fucking bee nest in there. So I guess they got their ass stung, because when I came out, I saw that they ran over my damn mailbox, and then I saw some tools were laying there, and there was some items of clothing, and I went down there and got fucking stung by the bees, which pisses me off. I mean, I do get out of there quick, but I'm going inside and I'm getting the spray and I'm fighting them. You know, so I went down there and sprayed the fuck out of it and got the tools. Got a couple wrenches, so thanks, dumbasses. You know, that was nice. Man, I'm hungry. Holy crap. Yeah, now yesterday, I drank coffee. I took my supplements, and one of those is, what do you call it? Red Korean ginseng. And the fucking coffee, I mean, sometimes when I drink it, it goes the opposite way. It just makes you feel like you don't want to do anything. So I thought, okay, I'll drink another cup. Well, that didn't do shit. And then I thought, okay, I got this stuff called 4C energy drink. And I drank that, and boom, that woke me up enough and got my brain going enough to actually have a better workout. So that shit there, I drank some this morning after I drank a cup of coffee. The coffee didn't make me kind of feel like crap. So I don't know if maybe what I should do is lay off the coffee for a while. You know, now we got this hill. My fucking stomach growling like I'm starving. What the hell? Yeah. Now this here, you have this one, it ain't a big hill, it's a minor hill, but, you know, gets the blood pumping. But this whole road all the way up to the barn that I'm walking to is pretty much a slight upgrade. So that's good. Fucking damn left hand's freezing from holding the phone, but my right hand isn't freezing, and I'm holding the flashlight. I don't know. Guess my left hand's a bitch. Well, let me switch hands. I think it's the positioning. I got the one hand down, and I got the right hand was down, and the left hand was up. So you got blood flow issues when you put your hands up after a while, especially when it's cold. So I'll hold the friggin' phone in my right hand now. Let that go to sleep. Yeah. Oh yeah, gotta take my truck in for inspection. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Got hesitation problems. Friggin' serpentine belt needs to be replaced. Spark plug and spark plug wires. You know, we don't need to do it like this. It's a government that forces you. You got to get your little sticker so that when the fucking, pig drives by you, he can see your sticker and, make sure that you're following all the little fucking rules and regulations of this cocksucker government. I see it this way. You should never have to do this. Only if you have a problem with your vehicle, then you take it in. Or if you want to get it tuned up on your own. But no, we gotta follow all these rules and regulations when all people would need to do is just mass non-compliance. No, we're not gonna do it. Fuck you. Yeah, this friggin' left hand is a bitch. All right, I'm gonna have to shut up because I'm going past my aunt and uncle's place and their dog hears everything. And he barks like an idiot. We got this other house up here. I think they got a dog on the outside. Or maybe he's on the inside. Sounds like a bigger dog. When he starts barking. I used to have a dog on the outside, and I had these freaking animal rights weirdo faggots come over to my house because they thought my dog was being abused because he was chained up on the outside. Well, hell, this dog was a German Shepherd. What the fuck's Labrador Retriever, and what the hell's that dog? Oh God, I don't know what the hell that dog breed is. It's a big dog. It's the dog that carries the whiskey in the barrel under its neck, around its neck. The hell's that dog called? Yeah, I can't think of it. But my dog was a breed that could handle the cold. But they got these piece of shit pansy asses who are walking around all up in their feels and emotions because of shit. And they're some of the most evil motherfuckers on the planet. Scumbags. If we'd have a tiny little government that doesn't get in your business, I could have gave them a friggin' smack. Get off my fucking property, or I'll feed you to my dog. But no. I took them down there and they looked around, didn't find what they were hoping they could find. So now when I get a dog, I have him on the inside, which is complete bullshit. Okay, because if it's a breed that can't handle the cold, well, then you bring them in the winter. But when they're outside, okay, you don't need to clip their fucking toenails. That's a pain in my fucking ass. That's one of the reasons I don't have a dog. I don't need to fucking clip their damn toenails just because, I got to keep them inside because a bunch of pansies don't like seeing dogs outside. That's their natural fucking habitat. You know, they can wear their claws down on the ground, but nope. I'm a bitch. I gotta whine about shit that makes my feels all fucking twisted up. Well, lucky you that you got a government to, wonder where you are when you go missing. What are you feeding your dog? PETA people. Yeah, animal rights activists. I got a freezer full of them. Yeah, this is a damn good walk. What is it like? Yep, there he is. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, 16. It's going on 17 minutes. It's a pretty good walk. And I mean, God, it's like, I think I said this last time. I haven't walked in I don't know how fucking long. And the first time I walked, I thought I'm going to be huffing and fucking puffing. And I wasn't. So I guess I'm in better shape than I think I am. I don't know. I mean, most of the time I don't feel like I'm in good shape, especially, at the end of the day and coming home from work, because there's a constant grind, literally. But let's see where the hell there it is. All right. Well, that's the end of my walk. So, 17 and a half minutes. Holy shit. So, that's the end of my walk. And I'll be back later in the day. And I'm going to be doing my wrist forearm work with that new shit that I got. And I'm going to be just kind of working on my jab. Trying to perfect it the best I can. So, I'll see you then. All right, I'm back. I got this, got these new forearm and wrist exercisers here. Got, see how many. I have four different weight resistance here. I want to see make sure I get this right. All right. All right. You have 6 pound of resistance. This is 10 pound of resistance, the blue one. Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. Nope, wrong. This is 10 pounds of resistance. This here is like, I don't know, what is that? Green, aqua green. This here is 15 pounds of resistance, and this is 25 pounds of resistance. So I'm going to start with the 6 pounds of resistance. I got a exercise here that I think what I'm going to do. Let me scratch my friggin' ear. Yeah, it's another reason they made pens. So you can scratch your friggin' ear. I mean, a dirty ass pen. But anyway, and I'm watching a channel right now. The guy's the Tao. It's Tao. The Tao of Jeet Kune Do, and he was showing uh, a different way of jabbing. Okay, instead of like this. like that. You do it like this. Now I think he does karate too and shit like that, like martial arts. So with them, I think they do that. And he was talking about this being like a shield to guard your face and your neck and stuff like that. Now he said about a knife attack. Now that means that if you're in a knife attack and you get to guard, you have to guard your face. This here is going to be all cut the fuck up. But I'm going to try that over here. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to try to go all hard and everything. I'm just going to try to practice that and the breathing because I just can't get the breathing down sometimes. But anyway, uh, I'm going to try this first one. I guess I can do it like this. Now, okay. You hold it like this, you turn it like that, and then your arm out like this. Okay? So I'm going to do 15 of them. All right. All right. Let's try this now. Wait a minute. Yeah, get my hand like that. I think that's how it should be. Yeah. Okay. What is that? Five? Right. Yeah, that really works for friggin' forearms. You know? So let's go over here and try to do this slow. Ah, yeah, that there kind of wears your darn wrists and forearms out. Another thing he was showing was uppercut, getting like you know, practicing moving your hips, which has when I hear that, as a man, when it's like you gotta move your hips and you gotta get your hips moving right. I'm thinking that sounds a bit feminine, but you do need to get that. I think I can do it better sitting down. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see how many sets and reps they require here. Oh, it looks like I missed a step. Okay, yeah, looks like I missed a step. Apparently, okay, this should be the affected arm. So you do this, you go like that, and then you do that. That doesn't seem right. It seems weird. That would be that way. It'd be toward you. Bend the wrist in the direction of the index finger. Well, the index finger is this. You do this, you go like that, and then you do that. Yeah, I don't know. All right. I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do 10 on each arm. Okay. This, that. Okay. Yeah, okay. I thought when he did that in the picture that he got his all like this, but his is twisted too. Okay. So I guess I am doing it right. That's what? Four, five? Yeah, fuck it. I ain't counting. What the hell's wrong with what is this? 10? I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. I'm sitting here thinking about doing it and I'm not fucking counting. But yeah, okay. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, Yeah, it's a learning experience. Yeah. All right. Let's get up and try to get this jab shit fucking. Yeah. See, get that hip motion going. I don't have them kind of hips. You know, my hips, my hips are not designed to swing that way. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do one more set with this and then one more set with that because I've been doing that during the week, uh, trying to get the jab right and everything like that. Uh, but yeah, yeah. I tell you what, I hope it starts warming up. It looks like it's supposed to warm up next week. That's good. But I'm checking the damn weather, and it's like whenever you have off, it rains. I got work outside, and today I could probably go out there and do it, but it's friggin', I just don't feel like it, you know. But yeah, I got. Let's see. There's the one is this. Okay. Now I think if I'm correct, I can get all. I think I. Yeah. Come on, get out of here. I can get all of these. I can bend all of these. Now this here's a 10 pounder. This is a 15 pounder. Oh, that ain't too hard. This here is a 25 pound. Yeah. Now that, yeah. I can twist that though. I can twist this 25 pounder. But, you know, I guess what I'll do is I'll just start working with like 10s and 15 reps and work up to see how many I can get and then move to the next one. But yeah, I was thinking, okay, I use a hammer and I use a hammer all week long, and well, every time I do the wrist and forearm stuff, and I thought I want to get something different, and I was thinking about that, and then the short popped up, and the guy showed these, and he was doing them, and I thought, well, boom, there's my answer to the question. I like when that happens. There's other shit that I kind of wish would happen when you do that, but it's almost like there's some things that it's like, no, 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 you don't worry about that. It's like, shut the fuck up. That's why I do believe in a spirit world, but I consider them to be like complete jackasses, you know, because it almost seems like there's some stuff that is just kind of kept from you. I mean, I don't want to sound all woo woo and everything like that, but uh, but then there is some stuff that I have is pretty much forced the issue, and I got to do it. So I think that's what I'm going to continue. I'm gonna just bully the motherfuckers. That's what I'm. If they're out there, on the other side going, well, he can do this, 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 and this, but we're not going to allow him to do that. Well, I already got this by bullying you, so I'm going to bully you for that one now. So we'll see how that works. I don't know. That. that there's something that I gotta watch out how I think because I, my God, decades of me working at just conditioning myself to have a victim mindset. And it's how easy it's been 5 years since I've been working on myself and I'm better at it, but I will get that victim mindset with shit that I can't control. And Marcus Aurelius says, don't worry about the shit you can't control. Just control the shit you can control, which is what I try to do. But it's not easy. I mean, you're in traffic and you want to come home from work, and some asshole is just fucking around in front of you. And I'm driving and I'm going, this prick here don't work for a living. This prick probably sits behind a desk and twiddles his thumbs and watches porn and plays whatever video games while he's at work. And then when he drives home, he just like la 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 la. And you got this big tough foundry guy behind you thinking, boy, I ought to pit maneuver this guy, pull him out of his car, and just smack the shit out of him and go, get out of my way. But no, that's a good, and it ain't easy. It ain't easy to have patience, when you're beat down and tired. That's hard, and then, I kind of feel like I failed, but the hell with it. If you don't get it today, get it tomorrow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working with all of these. All right. Instagram and Facebook. I wonder if these I wonder if they're on what's a fit. Oh yeah, boom. There you go. Holy shit. They got a hand strength man. Wow, they got a whole bunch of shit. Hand strengtheners. I gotta figure out what I want to do. Um, okay. All right. Let's save to playlist. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there you go. All right. Enough fucking around. Okay. Yeah, better make sure. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, that definitely gives a good. I can feel that up my damn shoulder. Get that. Get some. Yeah, that'll give you some. Yeah, you keep your core tight. Yeah, your core tight. Keep your core tight. Okay, that there would be a good exercise for your lower abdominals, for your pretty much down around here and up on the sides. Yeah, kind of get you know that there would that there is be good. I rather do shit like that for my doggone abdominals and my core than crunches or sit-ups. I never liked crunches or sit-ups. Never. They're good for I look at them, they're good for building your abdominals that they look pretty, but I rather have strong abdominals. I rather have powerful abdominals. That's why at work, what I'll do is if I have a heavy casting, I will stand. Okay, sometimes you gotta grind the gate off, this big gate that's on it. But if I'm going around the parting line, I will stand with it away from my body and just tighten my fucking abdominals and hold it like that. That's a good way to train your abdominals when you're at work. You can do your fitness at work when they don't even realize you're doing it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more set of the jab, and then that'll be it. Because I've been going for, holy shit, going on 26 minutes. God, it's going to be like a 40 fucking minute. I better get the hell up and do that. It's going to be over 40 fucking minutes. All right. Okay, that'll be it for today. Yeah. Now I'm going to go edit the whole thing and put all the video things together. And I like these. These are okay. I see it this way. I might get some more of their stuff eventually in the future. I don't know. But that's it. That's it for today. All this week, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be jabbing the bag all week. I'm going to be jabbing as long as possible to get that jab. That there, I'm better at, getting the hook. I can't do this. I want to get one of those systems where they have the pads where you can actually get hooks and shit like that. But I can train this. I can train that, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the hook, and I'm going to train my jab and getting the whole hip thing, everything in sync. So that's it for today. Um, I'll be back tomorrow with bench press and the chin ups. I'm going to try the 40 pounds on the chin ups, see if I can at least get one. And on the bench, I'm going to do my normal half reps with lots of momentum. So stay tuned for that, because what I'm going to do with the bench is I'm going to go back to the block periodization, but I'm going to do it differently. Normally it's 65%, 70%, 75, 80, and so on. What I'm going to do for the next 4 weeks is I'm only going to add 2.5%. So it's going to be 65%, 67 and a half, 70, 72 and a half. Okay. And because with my bench press woes, I thought adding 5 pounds each week instead of 10 pounds is going to be it's going to be common sense. Okay. Because eventually, if I add 10 pounds, I'm going to run out of, my it's going to start to suck. So if I keep it down in that area where I do like 12, uh, 3 sets of 12 with 65, 3 sets of 12 with 67.5, and then 3 sets of 10 with 70, and 3 sets of 10 with 72.5, I'm going to be able to get stronger that way. And like I said, common sense. But anyway, before this goes to 30 friggin' minutes, I'm going to end this and I will see you on Monday.